Hey, this is Mikey with a quick After Effects tutorial, and here's the situation. I've got this image. It's all one layer. You can see here, it's all one layer. There's transparency on it, and I want to be able to move these around all separately.
Mikey's Production Tips is brought to you by Cinema Spice, After Effects tools, video overlays and backgrounds, and sound effects.
Now, there's a few ways of doing this, and probably the most familiar way that people do is they'll take it and duplicate it 4 times and mask it off and do it that way. I want to show you a different way using the puppet tool. Now, before I do that, I do want to talk about something I'm really excited about, and that is the Keyframes Conference. Now, this is a motion design event in February, end of February in Orlando, Florida, and I'm going to be speaking at it. I've got a few different sessions, and I'll be doing some After Effects training in depth. We'll have some really great times. This is put on by Future Media Concepts, and they really do put on a great conference. I've been to several of them in the past, and they're a lot of fun. So if you're in the area or want to be traveling, it's a really cool conference. You can save $100 if you use this code, and I highly recommend it, and I'd love to see you there. So if you are going, make sure you seek me out and say hi. I'd love to meet you. Now, this first way I want to show you is using the puppet tool, which is kind of a unique way of doing this. Now, because all of these elements are separated by an alpha channel, the puppet tool will see that and turn those into meshes. So if I take this puppet pin, let's select that layer, and I just put a pin right out, you can see it selects just that mesh. And then what I can do is, let's go down, hit U on the keyboard, it'll bring up just those keyframes that I made. Let's move them, and let's say we move them all down off the screen. Okay, that is much too slow. Okay, let's put those closer together. That's still pretty slow. And let's turn those into easy ease. And that's just F9 on the keyboard. And what that does is you can see it makes a nice ease to the movement. I'm going to take this second keyframe and I'm going to stretch out the handles. So it's going to move real fast at the beginning and kind of ease off at the end. And you can see that. Now I want to have these all move at separate times, and so what I like to do is, remember the order I picked them, 1, 2, 3, 4 this way, so mesh 1 is the first one, is I like them to start all 1 frame apart. And then end like 3 frames apart. Or actually have them kind of exponentially out. So the first one is 3. Let's do 5. Kind of like that. So there's kind of a curve to the ending. And then you can see creates this nice ease of the movements coming on. And so that's kind of a cool way to reveal a graphic that way. Okay, now let's take it one step further. This was using the classic puppet pins. And I think it was a couple of versions ago in After Effects they introduced new puppet pins which do some really cool stuff, and we can make even more movements with this. So let's do that with the new advanced puppet pins. I wanted to show the other way first because it is still possible in the old engine if you're on an older version of After Effects. It still works. So let's go to, if you hold down, click and hold on the puppet pins, go to Advanced Puppet Pin Tool, and we're going to do the same thing, just click on these. Now what we have is we also have position and scale and rotation. So you can see I can rotate this, and it rotates that whole thing as if it's a single thing. And I can move it around. And I can scale it. Pretty cool. So we can do some more advanced stuff with this same system, but let's maybe change the rotation 20 on all of these, and let's then stagger those out like we did before. So move them over one frame, and then hold down Option on the keyboard to, you see how that stretches out the whole range of them? So I'm going to move them over one frame each, so the beginnings are staggered by one frame. And then let's take these and stagger this, or bring this out 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it increases a little bit each time. And you can see, like the other one, but we have some scale and we have some rotation in there as well. I just wanted to show you this really quick, how you can take a single graphic, this is just a single graphic, and move things around. And also, again, remember, Keyframes Conference. Check it out. The website's in the description. You can click on it, or you can go to www.keyframesconference.com, and it'll give you all the information about it. Hope to see you there. See you next time. Bye.